What did just happen?
My brother herdsmen came out from the bush. I was in front going to Ikom. He was coming from Ikom to Calabar. Before we knew, we saw gunshot.
Let's just take you briefly back to history and tell you what's happened step by step as at the stand of Governor of Cross.River State, Ben Ayade, as at 2020 and 2021. His stand as regards to the herdsmen and the Fulani issues. Just take a look.
Just ask yourself 1 minute. If this your body you're carrying is just mere body waiting to rot, why this huge material drive? Let's stop it for 1 second. How would you, as a nation, legislate to illegitimacy a legitimate trade of a people, the nomadic herdsmen? You cannot, by law, make illegitimate a legitimate trade of a people. You have a responsibility as an educated person when you sit in office, and that's why, even though Southern governors had made it very clear that all Southern governors must pass the anti-open grazing law, Cross.River has not. I have not, because I have to find a solution. I cannot ask my herdsmen brothers, whether of North or Southern extraction, to shut down their trade, stay confined in a space, whether they have the pasture or not. It doesn't matter to me. So if I have a brother from Yobe State in a semi-arid condition who has no grass, who has no money to be able to do irrigation, to be able to sustain his pasture, and I will illegitimate his business and shut him down and close him from survival, that is being insensitive. That is inviting the nation to anarchy. And so what I think is a deliberate recalibration of the equation, and ask myself, if indeed open grazing is coming with its attendant consequence, the sociology and anthropology unacceptable, we must find a way to create a mix and balance between the herders and the farmers. And that's the essence of being a leader. So before I passed the Cross.River law, I decided to pull back and find a solution. And that's why in Cross.River, we're coming with an open grazing management law. Not a prohibition. Because I think morally, ethically, it's unacceptable to prohibit a trade that existed before I was born. I would rather find a way to modulate and moderate it so that it meets the definition of modern animal farming or animal husbandry. And I think that because it's a profession, it is a business, it's a fundamental right of people to continue to do business. Unfortunately, because of the social imbalance, because of the associated pressure, because of demographic explosion, because of economic growth, most farmlands have been taken for development, infrastructural development. So there's a constriction. The 923,000 square kilometers of land of Nigeria is not going to expand. But development is expanding and taking up all the space. So you're bound to have pressure. It's our duty as government to find a solution. Because indeed, if we pass such a draconian law, and on the other side, they pass their own draconian law, and we pass another, gradually, we're getting into war. But I'm a conformist. I belong to the Southern Governors Forum. So they say, pass the law. I will pass the law. But by the time my law is out, you see that the law comes with concern for both parties.
We welcome you back, wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. This is still coming from the desk of Nicky. We are going to show you step by step what brought Cross.River State where it is today. And why these people, these guys that claim to be the leaders, the rulers, the governors, those who are desperate about power, they don't use their number 6. They are not wise indeed, at all. They are not. Ayade, as at 2020-2021, he was puffing up. He was desperate for power. In fact, he decided to join APC at that point. Do you recall at the point when ESN and of course Eastern region, people from the Eastern region, we are asking Fulanis to leave their forest and leave their farm, their bush? Yes, at that point when they were leaving Abia State, Imo State, and Anambra State in drove, Iguacha as well as some parts of Akwa Ibom State, Ayade went and liaised with APC and asked the government that the Fulanis should come to Cross.River, that the Cross.River State is a home of the Fulani. In fact, I think he said that he's one of them because he referred them as his brothers, forgetting that 75% of Cross.River population are Igbos. This is what he himself, he claimed to be an Igbo as well. Now, fast forward from that 2020 till now, just take a look about the situation currently.
I can video you. What did just happen?
My brother herdsmen came out from the bush. I was in front going to Ikom. He was coming from Ikom to Calabar. Before we knew, we saw gunshots. They were shooting seriously. I had to use reverse. On my way coming, they shot one of my tire. Before I knew, he too, some came out from the front. That was how we hit. We collided back to back. So I ran out of the car into the bush. You understand me? On the process, they carried all my passengers. 6 passengers that were in my inside.
My brothers have been taken to the bush.
His brothers are included.
Wow, this is Cross.River State on the road between Ugeb and Odukani. It's just happening live today, November 14. Just now, just before 4 p.m. in the evening.
9-3. We're going to Calabar. Okay. That's
What about the Arabas? But the Arabas, how many people?
They are not armed robbers, they're herdsmen. They are not armed robbers, sir.
Okay.
They are herdsmen. They are not armed robbers. They are herdsmen. They didn't come to rob us. They were just trying to drag us to the bush.
Okay.
You
So
understand?
want to
They
kidnap
didn't ask for a gun or for any of our people.
Okay.
My phones are here. They
Okay,
wanted to kidnap us. They were with knives and guns.
Yeah.
So
Okay, knives and guns.
as they took us, they were taking us to that direction. So I had to drag us there. They are taking them to the forest now. They just entered there. Me and Brian and this myself there. So they were
Okay, carry some people go for us.
9 people.
9 people go for us.
Then 6. No, the driver was
So you have seen it. That time when we are busy telling this Ayade that what he's doing is not the best position, is not the best stand, that the Fulanese you are seeing today is beyond what you are thinking. Maybe one word or the other you are thinking that the Fulanese are just nomadic people, those who already have cow and cattle. No, these guys are coming for your land, for Biafra land, for the oil, for the gas, for all our fertile land, to take care of it, to take over the waterways. These are the things that have been mapped out right from centuries ago. And today, even Britain as well as America is supporting them to do so. We told Ayade all this thing. He said no, that he must go down with Fulani people. Why are we citing these instances? Today, look at the situation. Ayade is now begging, give us Super Tukano aircraft, give us troops as well to come forest in Cross.River State. This is Ayade. This is Ayade, the so-called governors, the so-called elites. These are the people that made our states, our region, Eastern region, to be the way it is. The governor of Cross.River State, Ben Ayade, has played there with the federal government to deploy Tukano jets and aircraft to comb the forest in Akam, a local government area where bandits and kidnappers hold their victims hostage. Who are the bandits? Who are the kidnappers? The Fulanese. The governor has also requested that the government to draft Nigerian soldiers into the Oyanga forest in the local government area of the state to help combat suspected bandits as well as the kidnappers. You know, in Cross.River State, you have lots of forest there. Most of the timbers that the Chinese today are cutting and sending to China, most of the timbers that UK as well as America, France are cutting, a lot of them are coming from Cross.River State in Biafra land. So sometimes when people tell you that it is in Yoruba land you have forests, tell them that they don't know what they are saying. A lot of the timber that you see today that is going across to Britain, to United States, to China, to France is coming from Cross.River State. Go check Obudu side, go check Akampa, go check all these forests in Cross.River State. And this is the plan and the strategy of the Fulani. They want to take over those forests in Cross-River states. And that is the plan, the map set out by the APC. Of course, that is what Fulani has been following up. So in their list of forests owned by indigenous people, all these forests are listed in the book of the then Buhari, when he was alive. That was the first achievement he did. Today, Ayade is now begging. That's those people have nothing, they have nothing to offer. He is now begging that the soldiers should come. Who are the soldiers that are coming? Who are the soldiers? The same Fulani people, the same Boko Haram that are in the soldier. Is this same person he's asking, begging federal government to send? You see how they are being hypnotized. I mean, the so-called slaves from Biafra and those who are serving the government of the Fulani. This is what is going on. They don't know all these things. That is what they fail to understand. That this is something that have been planned, laid aside. Everything have been broken down on how they will actualize their plan. But when you are telling these people that claim to be leaders, that claim to be rulers in Biafra land, they don't seem to understand what is going on. Let me show you the soldiers you are begging APC Fulani to bring to you. This is what happened today in Lagos. A corporal in the Nigerian Army, Ebum, has crushed to death the Nigerian Air Force Resettlement Center NAFRC Director of Finance A.O. James with his car in Lagos. This Ebum is a corporal in the army, and that is the person I'm referring as one of the Boko Haram that were added or conscripted into army. Today he decided to do away with their Director of Finance in NAFAC. This is the situation. The whole director, he didn't care, just to take him out. This is the situation. He claimed that he was drunk, and as such, he drove his car from behind and take the man away. These are the people that Ayade is calling to come to their bush and take over the bush. Sometimes you start wondering, are these guys, they are really working so hard, so relentlessly, diligently to aid Fulanese to take over our places. This is the situation, because you can't tell me any otherwise. When he was jumping up, even the elders from Cross.River called him that, Ayade, Ben, come. This is not how to go. These Fulanese that are trooping down in Quantum, most of them are moving from Abia State because Abia State is no longer conducive for them. Most of them are moving from Imo, Delta as well, Anambra, as well as Ebonyi State, Cross-River, Akwa Ibom State. Do not accept them. This is not how to do things. We have our own things to do here. Why are you welcoming them with your open hands because you want to become a senator? He jumped from a PDP to APC. He asked them to come. That the land of Cross-River belongs to them. That beside they are his brothers. Why? Because he is eyeing the position of Senate. And today, look at it. He is begging. That is what all of them know. Small thing. When they bring them in, they turn around, they go and start asking them, bring your soldiers, the Boko Haram Fulani soldiers, to join them. This is the situation today. This is the situation, coupled with the incident that befell Anambra and Abia today. Family of 6 in Anambra just died after eating. I don't know what they ate, whether they choose suya again. Same thing goes to Abia State today. Family of 4 today just passed away. And I believe it is the Fulanese. They have continued again. You know, when people, but they have been cautioned, stop consuming suya. I don't know what they consume this time around. Where do we go from here? Our people don't listen. They don't pay attention to the necessary things that will bring life to them.